Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. You read by the title, we're going to be doing a step-by-step makeup tutorial, not only for beginners but for people who are trying to perfect their makeup look. Now this look's supposed to be able to give you a filter effect makeup, a little bit of skin showing through, but not too much. I will be going over skin prep, different tips and tricks when it comes to your base to be able to help you perfect your makeup all around. Now if you have not noticed, the Sephora Squad application is up, and I would love it if you all would support me by leaving a testimonial. If you do not know what the Sephora Squad is, it is a community full of content creators and influencers, big or small, working with Sephora and becoming a Sephora influencer. Now I think this will be a great opportunity for me to not only be a face of the beauty community, but also be a face of the Black and brown community in the beauty community. The link is in the description below, so please stop by, leave a testimony as to why I should be a part of the Sephora Squad family. Thank you all for the love and support, but before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
I've been throw up the sex in and I can put you in.
So the first thing we do, y'all, is skin prep. Now I know there's probably like a few of y'all who are probably doing skin prep, and some of y'all probably aren't. The reason for skin prep is to make sure that your skin is hydrated and smooth before you go and put tons of product on your face. It's supposed to help hide any imperfections, whether it's texture skin, dry skin, anything of that nature. This is supposed to help you, give you a beautiful canvas to be able to start your makeup routine. In the morning, I normally go in and do my regular skin routine before I go in with makeup. However, since it's later in the day, I'm gonna go in with my First Aid Beauty right here and use their Facial Radiance Pads to clean my face. Now this is not in replace of a cleanser. If you're doing it in the morning, to get rid of any dirt or anything that I've collected over the day to make sure that my skin has a smooth canvas. And this product is also great for sensitive skin and dry skin. Now that I went in and cleansed the face, I'm gonna go in with my Snail Rescue Toner. Now y'all, this is great for dry skin. If you haven't noticed, I have dry skin. This has 95% snail mucin. This is great for exfoliating, hydrating, and targeting dark spots on your face. Now next is serums, and serums are supposed to be used to be able to help you with any skin concerns. If you have texture skin, dry skin, oily skin, you know, discoloration or anything, this is when you go in with the serums to help prep your skin before you go in with a full face of makeup. So I have two serums, and the first one that I'm going to be using is the Niacinamide, My Good Molecules. Now this serum is great to show less texture and to get rid of any pores, to make sure that the skin looks blurred and it looks like glass. And the next serum I'm going to go in with is Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is what it looks like. This is great for hydration on the skin, especially if you have dry skin, and it also helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and plump the skin to make it look like it is smooth. We're gonna go in with a moisturizer. Now depending on if you have oily skin, you're gonna go in with a lightweight moisturizer, but if you have dry skin or even combination skin, you'll want to go in with a thicker moisturizer for your actual skin. So I'm gonna go in with the Belif moisturizing balm right here for 24 hours. This is their True Cream. Now I really do love this. This is a very thick formula, a very thick consistency. Don't want to put too much on your face. You want to go in with a little bit and just spread it all the way out. We're gonna prep the under eyes. We're gonna go in with this eye cream from Good Molecule. This is their Wake Up Eye Cream, well, gel more so. I really do love this. It has a great consistency. It is very thick, which is why I am putting it on after I put in moisturizer, just so I can make sure that it's actually hydrating the skin and locking in any type of excess moisture that it needs. And then I bring it up here in the brow bone area just to make sure that my entire eye is hydrated. And last, what we're gonna do is of course prep the lips. So I'm gonna go in with my Laneige lip mask right here. This is the mini. This is great for night. However, since it's gonna be a long makeup routine, I go in with this mask so my lips can be hydrated. All right y'all, finally we are getting into the actual makeup routine. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start on brows. I know this order is a little weird, but hear me out. I'm gonna let the rest of the face soak up all this product in before I go in with primers. Now I normally use the Urban Decay Day Slick Brow right here. I love this stuff, y'all. It lasts so long. My brows just stay in place throughout this whole entire time. Now there are cheaper options, and I will link them down below as well, by the more expensive option that I'm using, just so you all can have a cheaper option to get if you cannot afford it, which is understandable. But I'm gonna go in and just slick these up. So I just comb them up first to get the desired look that I want. I add some product on the back to make sure they stay in place. And then I brush them down. All right, and you can see the difference in the brows. This one is slicked up and stayed, and this one just doing its own thing. All right, so next we're gonna go move in straight into the eye. So I'm gonna take my concealer right here from Morphe. This is the Filter Effect Concealer in the shade Deep 34 Cool. Now this is more so a peachy undertone, so don't let the cool scare you, and it's great for concealing the brows. Now I'm gonna take some of the product and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I don't go in with the brush because it can apply too much. I did not clean any of my brushes, y'all, so please bear with me. So I'm going to take my P. Louise brush right here. This is her flat brush, and this is what I normally use to do my brows. Now this one is in the number 7071, and I just take some of this product on the back of my hand, spread it out, just go in on my brows. I just take a random beauty blender to tap out any excess of the concealer that I put down to make sure that it's all up and that the eyes are prepped and ready for eyeshadow. We're just gonna do a light eyeshadow look, y'all, simply because I do have on lashes. If you want to know more about cut creases and anything of that nature, leave a comment below and let me know, and I will make that video happen for you all. But since I have on lashes, we're gonna just do a natural cute eyeshadow look. Now I'm gonna be taking my Juvia's Place Coffe palette right here, y'all. I really do love this palette. If you just love browns and not really color, this is a perfect palette for you. This is what it looks like, y'all. It is so pretty, definitely cute, definitely chocolatey, definitely worth buying, and it's actually very cheap. I'm gonna be taking this shade up here. It does not have a name and it has a little bit of shimmer. I'm just gonna put that over my lid, and this is just give it some color but not do too much. We are finally getting to the primers. Now I actually use two different primers. So the first primer I use is more so to target the skin concerns, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, combination skin. I use that first primer for that. And with that being said, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. Now this is great for dry skin girlies. It is so amazing. Now I thought this primer was gonna do what the Power Grip Primer was supposed to do, but it's not. That is for oily skin, and I ain't got this. So I'm gonna go in with this and I pull it all over my face, y'all. Start with the forehead and work my way around. Now I don't put this product directly in the center of my face. I go in and blend in there just as much as I can, but I keep this on the outside of my face. Now regardless if you have oily skin, dry skin, whatever skin, y'all, your second primer needs to be a pore filling primer. So I'm gonna go in with the One Size Secure the Blur Primer to fill in my pores, because you put makeup in your pores without prepping them, they will become enlarged and you will be able to see them through your makeup. Now this product here, blur any pores, anything, and actually dry it down to make it look like it is that filter effect on the skin. So now the skin is ready to go in with a foundation. Now foundations can be very tricky, y'all. I already know that there are girls out there who have different skin tones like I do, and there's some who are lucky and blessed to just have one skin tone throughout their whole body. And I know it can be a little bit hard finding something that works for warm tone, cool tone, neutral tone. Once you get it down packed, it will be worth it. Now for me, it looks like I have a gold undertone, a warm undertone. However, I don't. I actually have a neutral undertone. Now y'all, I did not come to terms with this and I was buying the wrong products, but now the girl got it together. So I'm gonna go in with my Haus Labs Triclone Foundation in the shade 500. Now this is darker than what my skin is. However, once I put in my concealers and everything, it will brighten up my face. I'm gonna be just taking my Sephora foundation brush right here, and I'm gonna go in and just pat all over the skin. Cause look at that coverage, y'all. Yeah. And I make sure I don't go too far in the center of my face, just so I can leave that area for the concealer. We're gonna go in with concealer, and I'm gonna use the same one I use to conceal my eyebrows. This is the Morphe Filter Effect one. I'm just gonna put this all in different areas, so I don't put it directly up, like up under my eye. I bring it down some, right there. I also go out here, just so it can highlight the correct parts of the face and nothing that is supposed to be a shadow, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let this sit on the face, and then I'm gonna go in with my Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. This one's in the shade Mocha Moments. Now this is a cute dark shade, y'all. It is very chocolatey, and I'm gonna take my Real Technique, the 4241. Now the name has changed, and I will put the correct name in the comments because I've had this for a very long time. I really do love this brush, y'all, because it has 3 different settings. It has a min, a mid, and then a max, and that determines how much of a brush you use, whether you don't want to use all of it, you just want to get like a defined definition. But if you just want to blend something out and bluff it out, this is what this is for. Now when I'm applying my bronzer, I go in with the mid because this gives me enough definition but also help me blend out the product at the same time. So I'm going to take some on the back of the brush, and I'm just going to apply it to the cheeks. And it gives that cute little definition, but not too much, which is what I love about this product. And then I also put some in my forehead. Now I have a small forehead, so I kind of leave it where I normally do my edges at, y'all. So I'm gonna have to redo them because y'all see it's coming up. But I just go in and I tap the product around this area, and I kind of go along the jawline just so I can give a little bit more definition. Now I use this same product for my nose, but I'm going to take my Real Technique contour brush right here. Now this is perfect and tiny for the nose to make sure I get the defined definition and however I want it. If you have a smaller nose, you want to make it big, you'll go outwards a little bit. But if you have a big nose, you want to make it smaller, you go in to make that bridge look smaller than what it is. But I actually already love the way my nose is, that I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my nose. And then what I do is I'll try to like mix this product up here and then bring it down and then blend. Now if you went a little farther out with your contour, kind of like what I did, it is okay. We're going to use the concealer to help fix any of that. So I'm going to be taking my setting brush right here from Real Technique. Now this is great for a concealer brush to make sure you get all up under the eyes and everything, y'all. And I really do love it for blending out. Now going with the brush, because the Beauty Blender takes away all of the coverage, y'all. So this is great for keeping that coverage where it needs to be. So I'm gonna go in, and I normally do the outside first, and then I work my way towards the center. This to make sure that I have all of the products stay in the center of my face and not worry about it spreading outward too much. And then I take it on my nose, on the side of my nose right here, just to make sure I help hide a lot of that contour that I did. You see the difference in the noses? Yes, that's what we love. And we also bring it out just to make sure we lift the face. That's exactly what I love. Now because I already have a decent sized forehead, I just leave it where it's at, just kind of spread it out a little bit, but not too much. And then I come down the bridge of the nose to blend out any concealer that I had on there to give it that definition. And then last, I go right here. Another good tip, if you have like smaller lips and you want to get like the little bun lip look, like that little push up lip, I take my contour brush right here with the excess, and I just put it on the top of that. So we're gonna get into blush. Now this is a blush hack, y'all, that I actually truly love, that I'm glad that I've tried. It is actually you put on your cream blush before you go in with your brighter concealer. Now this is a perfect tip and a perfect trick for you to be able to blend everything together without having that harsh line that normally happens when you wear blush. So this would be great to go ahead and go over it with the cream blush and then go over it with the brightening shade of the concealer. I went in with my e.l.f. Camo blush right here, y'all. This is what it looks like. This is in the shade Coming in Hot Pink. This is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like on the skin. Now on the camera, it's not picking up as vibrant as it is in person, and I don't know why, but it looks ashy on camera. Crazy, but it looks so hot and so pink in person, which is what I love. I'm also recording for TikTok and Instagram, y'all, if you see like the extra lighting. So if you haven't, go follow me on those platforms as well. I post on there. But I'm going to be taking my MAC 129S brush. This is what it looks like. A little fluffy brush. And I'm going to do it with light tapping motions and like work my way in circles. I'm going to come here and then I'm going to Make sure I'm like, where is it? And like bringing it in. I'll go in a little C motion. And this is to help me move the product. And I don't want to bring it down to where it covers that contour, as you see. I kind of keep it up, so I can like blend it up under the eye. And this will help spread it out to get that perfect type of pigmentation that you want. All right, now this is what it looks like, y'all. So I'm gonna turn off my light. And this is what it looks like without the extra light. Very subtle. As you can see, I brought it in just so I can blend it out and get rid of any harsh lines or anything. And it is very pigmented. Now, if you want a little bit more blush, you are able to go in with more, and it is buildable. And I'm gonna actually show y'all that now that I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna take maybe like 2 more on each side just to blend it in more and show y'all how buildable it is. We basically almost took over the entire spot of where that concealer was at, and it's okay. Don't be scared. I know it's a lot, but you have to trust the process, y'all. I was scared out of my mind when I first did this, but it's gonna turn out so pretty. If you want to go over the nose, you can, just a little bit, not too much. And this is what it will look like. I'm gonna go with my brightening shade, y'all. This is from Hourglass. This is their Airbrush Finish Concealer. Now, I love this concealer. This shade is very bright, so do not be scared by it, y'all. I got mine in the shade Flax. I really do love it. And the doe foot is so cute and thick, and it is very creamy, y'all. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put some up under the eye, like right there. Then I'm gonna put some here. And that's exactly the only place I'm gonna keep it at. I'm gonna let it dry down for a little bit, but not too much, because this is very creamy and it is actually creasing if you do not blend it like soon. So I'm gonna let it sit down for like a tiny little bit, and then I'm gonna go in and blend it out. I'm gonna be taking Real Technique new brush. I bought this weeks ago and never tried it. This is their RT210. This is what it looks like, y'all. Very small, very dense right here. Now it does look just like this brush, y'all. The only difference is that this one is the old orange and this is the pink. Now I think this will be perfect to blend out this concealer to make sure that the payoff is still there and that I'm not losing any type of color and coverage. Now, as I'm blending this out, I do love the coverage that I'm getting. However, it is not practical for me right now. Maybe this will be like a final step type of deal, but the coverage is definitely there, y'all. So since we blended it out, we're gonna go back in with that setting brush and spread this product out some more. And I'll make sure I keep it in center and then work my way out on the excess, just to make sure I get all that coverage that I want and need. All right, so this is what it looks like without that extra light, y'all. It looks so good. I hope it picks up cute on camera. You have all the dimension, you have the color payoff, you have everything that you love, and it looks bright, y'all, but I promise y'all, when we set and everything, it's gonna like dim down a lot. So what I do now is I go out and blend out any type of creasing that I have up under here, and then I will spray with my setting spray to like melt everything together. I'll go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Now this is perfect to spray over the skin because it is not trying to set anything in place. So you want you a good little, I don't want to say moisturizing setting spray for this part, but you do need something that is very lightweight just to mesh everything together, and this is exactly what that does. And then you will use this time to go over and blend out whatever you need to blend out. Make sure you have no type of harsh lines going on anywhere, and everything just look cohesive. Now my forehead does have a little bit of demarcation up there, if you can see. So I'm gonna just take that foundation brush back and just blend out those edges to make sure everything still looks good. All right, y'all, so this is what the skin is looking like before we add any powder. Now if your face don't look like this before you go on with powder, something is wrong. You might need to fix it, because the makeup is gonna come out very cakey and patchy and powdery and dry. So we want the face to look very hydrated, very glowy before we go in with any powders to make sure that the base is ready and set. So I'm gonna go in and set my concealer. First, I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place setting powder. This is in the shade Gobi. This is more so of an orange powder. Now, I know some people like to use pressed powder, setting powders. However, I think whatever works for you just works for you. And for me, that is setting powder. So like I said, it is a very orangey type powder. And I actually have another setting brush right here. Now I have two. As you can see, here's the other one. I keep up with which one is which. So this one I use for my concealers and this one I use for my setting powders right here. I'm gonna take this brush with a light hand and go over my under eyes just to set it as if I am using a pressed powder. But before I do that, I make sure I get any creasing that I have up under here. Make sure that it's gone. And I'm gonna take that setting brush with this powder, tap off any excess, and like press it in the skin. Now this product, y'all, I really love, and I just can't live without it, and it is the Huda Beauty baking powder right here, the setting powder. Now this is brighter. This is in the shade Peach Pie. This is great to brighten up your under eyes as well as set it, which is why I have it. Now it comes with this, y'all, but I really hate it. So I'm gonna go in and use my powder proof right here, y'all. Now I'm gonna go in and I tap some to get a little bit of coverage. And this is what it looks like on the back of it. I get some more out because I want to make sure I have enough. And this is what I come out with, and I'll take the back of my hand, y'all, and I'll dab off the excess before I go up under here. And you see how that just like mattified everything compared to this side? Yeah, definitely that powder. And then I take the excess and go over any place that I had highlighted just to tone down everything. So while that's sitting, I do not do a lot. I just keep it like right there to make sure that's the brightest area. I'm gonna go in and do my contour. Now for contour, I normally take Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy. This is what it looks like. It is a very reddish, chocolatey shade. I actually need a new one because I don't think that this one is good anymore. I think I've had it too long or so, but this is what it looks like, y'all. I'm gonna be taking my P. Louise brush right here. Now this is the contour brush in the number 662. Yeah, this is what it looks like, y'all. And it is so pretty, and it gets like all of the products. I'm just going on the pan and just tap. And I'm gonna go back in with that same contour brush from earlier just to do my nose. And I'm very careful. And then I blend it out into the eyebrows to give it that natural definition once again. Now, if you're not really a big blush person, you can like blend out, you can like take off this baking part and stop here because the skin still looks good, have a little bit of color. However, I love blush. I have blush blindness, y'all, so I'm gonna go in with some more blush, which is another hack. If you want that extra blush payoff, you go in with some more just to make that blush come back out. I'm actually probably gonna be going in with two blushes, but I'm gonna see first. So the first one I'm gonna go in is with the One Size. This is their Cheek Clapper Trio palette, and these are the colors. You come with a cream, a powder, and like a highlighter shade. I do love the cream, however I wanted to use e.l.f. today, so now I'm gonna go in with this one right here, which is Rosebud. It is not as pink, however it is pink to where it can show up on the skin, like a very subtle pink if you love subtle pink. And I just make sure I put that all over the skin. See how to give it like a little bit of color, bring it back but not too much. That's what we love. I think I want to add maybe like a little bit more blush, y'all, not too much. So I'm going to be taking my Juvia's Place Blush Duo. This is volume 1, and it comes with this cute little burnt pink shade, which is what I'm going to use on my cheeks as well. Alright, so y'all, so this is what the face is looking like up close and personal. I really do love the way everything is turning out. Now it looks a little bit dry, y'all, but I promise y'all it's gonna look good in the end. Now I'm gonna go in and actually go ahead and do my brows. Now I use 2 products for my brows besides the brow gel. I go in and I outline them with the Benefit Brow Goof Brow in the shade 5. It has a thicker line than what I'm normally in, because I normally use the other. But this is what it looks like, y'all. It is still very fine to where you can do like hair-like strokes, but I more so use it to like outline and fill my brows. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do that. And then next I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay pencil right here. Now this is the brow blade. Now they actually have the actual ink stain, which is what I'm going to use today to draw in some hair-like strokes in the front of my face, but they also have an actual pencil on the other side, y'all. However, I used it, like there's nothing coming out of here, like it's gone. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna use the ink side and draw little hair-like strokes in the brows. So y'all, tell me why I'm over trying to figure out why the contours kind of like disappeared. I used the wrong powder. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna use the Fenty Beauty Thick Mint. Now this is a better shade for me. This is what it looks like, y'all. Definitely a deeper chocolate. I don't know what happened, but I've been using the wrong one for a couple weeks now. This is what we're gonna go in with. Take that blush brush from earlier and just tap it in to bring that color back. Now I also have a powder right here from Ulta Beauty. This is the Tan to Dark Cool. It is more so my skin tone, y'all, and I'm gonna put this up under my contour just to make sure that I have a little bit more definition, considering that I went in with the wrong one. This is what it looks like, y'all. Very fine, very fine. Then we're gonna take this brush right here. It is by e.l.f. It is their e.l.f. powder brush. I'm gonna take just a little bit, just a dab. Oh, it's too much. All right, now we're gonna do something extra to the eyes. I'm so excited. We're gonna be taking my Beats by Debs Cosmetic. Now this is her colorful palette, y'all. This is her colorful palette. I am in love. Look at the colors. They are so pretty. I just love them. I love color, if you haven't realized. And I think I'm gonna go in with Hottie right here, since it's closest to the blush shade that I have on, which is that one, and put it in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm just gonna be taking my normal black eyeliner right here, y'all. This is from MAC. This is their graphic black. It's what it looks like. It is the roll one, of course. And I know people have like a lot of speculation about how you put this on after powder. So I take my setting brush from earlier and I pull down my face like this. And then I put the product in my waterline. All right, so now we're gonna go in with highlight, y'all. So we already have a little bit of sheen, so we're gonna go in with a pink highlight since we're doing a pink theme. And I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Killawatt. Now I've had this for years and y'all, I barely use it, so that is a shame. But I'm gonna go in with this right here. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I'm gonna be taking this one right here, which is Moscow Mule, and put this in normal where I put my highlights. This is Morphe M562, very small. I used it to do my inner corner, so now I'm just gonna use it to place a little bit of highlight on the cheek, but not too much. And I'm gonna keep it up like right there, y'all, on the little brow bone area. All right, y'all, and the last thing we're gonna do is go in with a lip. This is what the highlight looking like, y'all. It is so pretty. Yes, so we're gonna go in with a lip. I'm gonna use my MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut to outline our lips. That's gonna go on with my lipstick by Kiss, y'all. This is in the shade Honey Glaze. It is a nude, nothing too much. This is what it looks like. Just a very nudie pink. Now I'll go in the center of my lip and I'm gonna blot. And then I'm gonna go on my lip oil by Wet Wild. This is Orange Blossom. And you can leave it like this, because this is pretty. However, I'm gonna take the extra mile and go in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is what it looks like, y'all. I love it. It is so pink. All right, y'all, and the last thing we're gonna do is set the face using the One Size setting spray, y'all. Now this is supposed to keep it on all day, all night, like bad. So that's what we're gonna go in and use, y'all. And I have the mini, of course, because we're on a budget. All right, everyone, and that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments about this entire makeup routine. Do we love the way the face look, the skin, the highlight? It looks so good. And I'm gonna give y'all a close-up. Once again, it looks like my skin. Of course, I have texture and everything, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all, but this is what it looks like up close. A little bit of pores, but nothing too much. Everything looks all blended and seamless together. No line of demarcation nowhere. Like, y'all, it looks good. Like, I really do like it. But all right, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments below about this look. Now, once again, the Sephora Squad applications are open, and I would love for you all supporting everything to help me by leaving a testimonial on my application about why I should be a part of the Sephora Squad. Now, the link is down below in the description, so make sure you click on it, leave a testimonial, and I would thoroughly appreciate y'all. We are also on the road to 1K subscribers, and when we get there, we are going to be doing a giveaway. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I hope y'all have a great week. I hope you have a great weekend, because it is Thursday by the time this video come out. And yeah, I will see y'all Sunday. Bye.
Section